Alright, Shalom Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakak. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. This is Daniel 8 verse 7. And I saw him come close unto the ram. Salakia. Alright, this is Daniel 8 verse 6. And he came to the ram that had two horns, which I had seen standing before the river, and ran into him in the fury of his power. And I saw him come close unto the ram, and he was moved with choler against him, and smote the ram. And when you get into I believe actually if you read further down, alright, the ram that it was speaking about is the Persian Empire. And then him that ran against the ram is the he-goat, or Alexander the Great. And it says, and he was moved with choler. Now when you look up that word choler, okay, it means to be bitter, to make bitter, show bitterness, to embitter oneself, to be enraged, to be strong, to be strengthened. Okay, so this he-goat, alright, what it says, and smote the ram. Alright, so he was strengthened. The Most High put it in his mind to smite the ram, and so thus he did, man. Alright, and he break all so-called strong nations that were at once stronger than him. Going to show you that what strength comes from the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And when you go into prophecies, it was always like that, to where one nation had a time to rule, to be the bully of the earth, to be the muscle, if you will. All right, to be able to strong arm everybody and was able to prosper. All right, but then the Most High took that nation down by another nation that was, seemingly weaker than him. All right, the Persians were at one point weaker, and they were under the Babylonian Empire. But when you go into history, they eventually took them down, as well as the Greeks and the Persians. The Greeks took the Persians down, which we just read. All right, the Romans took the Greeks down. All right, so strength coming from the Lord. And here it is in this day, you have these so-called weaker nations, all right, now taking, they're coming together to take down the strength or the strongest power of the earth, which is what? America. All right, as a matter of fact, when you go into Isaiah, I believe it's the 59th chapter, it says that what? I have created the smith to destroy. The smith, all right, gave alright, Salak Yakin. The smith is what gave the smith, which represents the scientists who created the nuclear missiles. The Most High gave them the smarts, or the billions, if you will, to create these missiles, which made these weaker nations strong. All right, so strength coming from the Lord. You cannot look carnally, as far as how the Lord is going to handle things. All right, and that goes as far as us receiving the kingdom too. Because here it is, our people look seemingly weak. All right, but the Most High is full of surprises, man. And all throughout history, man, in the time of we were actually slaves, which means the Lord, put us in a weak position to be under the Egyptians, man. But in due season, we became stronger than them. All right, and that's what it's going to be like in these coming days, man. You know, the scriptures say, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, I will lift up a standard. All right, going to prove what? Strength coming from the Lord. All right, and you look into that word standard, it means a change. All right, the Most High is going to lift up a new standard, man, to where, you know, Esau was a sword, he was able to take us down, man. But now the scriptures say that I will make thee a sharp and threshing instrument. So we're going to be the sword, we're going to be the predator, and Esau's going to be the prey. So whereas today, Esau's the predator and we're the prey. All right, you know, hey, you go into the prophecy of Gad, man. Gad shall be overtaken, but he shall overcome at the last, man. You know, so that's why it's important to continuously stay in prophecy, because that's where our strength lies, man. You know, in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and the fact that according to prophecies, when you read into Daniel's, you know, these different prophecies in the book of Daniel 2, Daniel 7, it always speaks about how that stone, which is Yahweh Shai, is going to take down all these kingdoms, man. You know, take down all these kingdoms, man, and put Israel in their steeds, man. The pillars of the earth are in the hands of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, so just something quick in the spirit, you know, because, you know, when you meditate, we tell you, you know, death, destruction, and some of us may even be persecuted, man. He's supposed to come down having great wrath upon all those that fear the Lord. And, you know, we don't have anything, man. You know, Esau got all the guns, he got all the strength, the military strength. But we have Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and he's the one that gives us the courage, man. You know, and when you just got to think about those, like, scriptures I just quoted, as far as you know, the Most High shall lift up a standard. All right, the Most High, hey, man, the Most High could allow you to go invisible, man, to allow you to get out the house, man. You know, the Most High could allow you to like he did Elisha, man. Actually, when Elisha was surrounded by the Syrian army, what the Most High, you know, made the Syrians go blind, man. All right, the Most High made the Syrians go blind, basically getting Elisha out of that tough time, man. All right, so the Most High, hey, it could be done, man. You know, just as the Most High split the Red Sea back then, it was unheard of. Hey, the Most High's about to do some unheard of things today, man. You know, you could actually have telepathy. All right, to where, you know, in the face of danger, where you got all these, you know, FBI agents or whatever in your house holding a gun in your face, the Most High could just have it in an instant, have you think, all right, to make them turn their guns upon themselves, man. You know, while you get away, man. You know, and it's nothing for the Most High to do it, man. Like when you watch the movie Lucy, he goes into, like when you watch the movie Lucy, it goes into how the Most High, all he has to do is give us more of our brain power, you know, to where the more brain power you have, the more power you have over other elements, man. You know, and the Most High, through the Spirit, is telling us, man. You have shows like Raising Dion, shows like or movies like Brightburn. All right, that's coming for us, man. You know, that's coming for us, man. The Acts of the Apostles is coming back, man. All right, we just gotta wait on that, man. So the Most High brings strength from the Most High. Cometh strength. You know, hey, man. So we one day closer to the kingdom, and we just gotta keep praying, man. All right, ask the Lord to allow us to stay lifted, man. You know, stay lifted in the spirit, man. Shamarna Yah, Ra, how you say it? Ra, Wa, Mum, Call you one while I will Shamarna ya keep me ra wa mum, which means lifted. Wad no wagyum, you could also add that, which is shining and shining. Call your woman all day while I will and forever. Hey, so with that, we're willing you will edify. Shalom to the elect.